Well, I guess I should have known that didgeridoo was sort of out these days.
I mean, yeah, seriously, dude. I mean,
on.
don't you know that kazoos are all the rage nowadays?
Well, kazoos are everywhere now.
We gotta pay a visit to Yoshi, see what he's up to.
I honestly, the last time I went to that there island, all I heard was nothing but kazoos, and it left me deaf for at least a good month or so.
Yeah,
So
the
welcome back
Yoshis
to
are
another
always ahead of the
grand-
curtain. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just, ow. Well, first
yeah.
off, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this was one of our least favorite mechanics we had to deal with in a little bit. Is that these oh god,
You deserve that, by
scarabs
the
are
way.
vengeful and vicious.
I think they're more like locusts rather than scarabs.
They're
'Cause
flies.
Well, either way, they're obnoxious, and you need the light in order to protect yourself from them. Otherwise, you're
Yep.
going to get you're
Oh, and
literally
if you
going to
notice-
get obliterated.
If you notice closely, like you do have like a little light source shield, and it actually grows smaller over time.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty,
And
it's
once
like,
again, go ahead.
Yeah, it's like the little light fishies in Sea of
Oh yeah, I
Serendipity.
guess it is. And once again, not at all helped by the fact that we can accidentally slap people and like
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, not at all helped by the fact that we can slap people, stun each other, and push ourselves out of our own safety bubbles.
All in good fun, ladies and gentlemen. All in good fun. So yeah, welcome back to Rayman Origins, and in this part, we rag about the fact that once again, Rayman's been snuffed out on a Ubisoft Forward stream.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, honestly,
For his
like
grand, what was it? How old did he turn this year?
25.
25.
25.
And it's like, I'll give him this much. I'll give him this much this year, this forward in particular. At the time of recording, we just finished watching the second Ubisoft forward. It wasn't quite as embarrassing as last year. Like, I was honestly surprised that they're actually revisiting Prince of Persia, and of course everyone lost their minds when they saw Scott Pilgrim finally getting a port, and I don't blame them. I'm looking forward to replaying that game again.
That will be.
Yeah. Although
I
I
imagine
am looking
that,
forward
like-
to that. That will be fun on online with Switch.
I mean, Lord knows Matt literally screamed to the heavens the moment that was announced.
He was.
Yeah. Although, I guess we
Yeah.
have to take into account that apparently doing those two cool things gave Ubisoft such a heart attack, and it's like,
We did this for you. Can't you think about us?
Well, I guess it's.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, can we get to that? Can we get to that? Come on, come on.
Aw, nope.
Aw, it
no.
disappeared. Oh,
I got the smaller ones. Does that count?
no,
No
glow
glow
box,
box.
It never counts.
It does not.
He actually gets mad. So,
You say that, I can already just imagine how scrunched up his face looks like when he when he yelps like that.
Yeah.
so I think.
How does
but
the
yeah,
anatomy of his face even work?
Yeah.
But I think I now know why this may have been one of my least favorite worlds to go back to. Is that already starting off with a level like this, where it's almost like a glorified auto scroller at
Oh
times.
jeez, let the light still
Kinda.
stick with me.
Nice.
Oh!
That's
Oh
all.
my
wow.
god.
Oh,
You're barely.
No.
that was,
Oh my.
jeez.
Oh,
no,
oh,
no,
well.
there we go.
I got.
There you go.
Okay, never mind.
See,
And so
it's
was
just,
a lost cause.
it's
Jesus,
it's a
I
lot
forgot
of
how many there
waiting.
were.
And it's a lot of waiting, and it's very finicky. There is not, as you saw there, sometimes it's not clearly defined where the locusts start and end. And
You know
get
this.
pinched by
You know
one.
these. You know these guys should really look into an exterminator. This is a serious health hazard.
Well, I mean, it was never built up to code anyway.
Exactly. I mean,
Not
how
my
are they
fault.
gonna expect?
This was not built to code.
How do they expect
Ow.
to get tourists with this kind of infestation?
I mean, to be fair, man, it is literally the stuff of nightmares.
Oh yeah, I guess that is
Huh,
entirely
look at
true.
what
We
game
have
we're
to understand
playing.
the context of it.
Huh?
There you go. No, that's just her saying like, yeah, rivers. Oh, looky.
Okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
That's just his. That's just all the funniest. Oh lord.
I can
Man,
just imagine by the.
I keep-
can imagine
you know-
by.
Go ahead.
Sorry, guys. I look at you guys firing, and I'm like, I could just like bash my thumb rapidly and do this in my sleep.
It's like, I
Not
wanna
trying to toot my
at
horn.
least pretend. I wanna
it's
at least
okay.
pretend I'm a part of the game.
We will get to that again. We will get to that. I know Legends has some segments like this. I think
Yeah.
there, and Rayman's like, out.
That's nice.
Wait, who?
I still love that. I don't know why, but when he's in third place, I just love that little bum wiggle. That doo loo loo loo.
No, he's he's having a good old time. So, yeah. Otherwise, oh, I need this.
No.
There's
Oh,
another one. It's gonna.
Can you? Oh, never mind.
Sad. It's okay. Oh, right away. The sound effects are nice, but no. I mean, again, I'm still tempted to try out Rayman Mini. Is that still Apple Arcade only?
It is still Apple Arcade only, and I mean, for what it's worth, it's really not that offensive. It's just another auto runner starring Rayman.
Honestly, from what I hear, is that like, I'm trying to think of like the comparison. Honestly, it kind of from what I understand, it kind of suffers from the same problem that like Federation Force and Nuts and Bolts had, in a sense of like on its own, it's harmless. It just came at a really bad time.
I mean, it's the kind of thing of like. The time, yeah, like you said, the timing of it made it seem as though Ubisoft looked at it and thought, yes, this is our solution, this is our answer to the question of where is Rayman? And it's like, we don't want him here. We want him elsewhere. We want him on Switch.
Well, to be fair, he is technically on Switch.
Logan, you say that. You say that it's like, You say that it's like, oh, so you want Rayman on Switch? How about we port Mini to Switch? That totally fixes things, right?
I'm serious hype. That actually is better than what I was actually. My cynical mind was about to go somewhere else.
Well, okay, you know what? I'll top you on that, and I actually remember making this joke. If they ever do decide, oh, that's right, the thing has a birthday, they'll do the exact same Double Aim thing that they did for Metroid's anniversary that year ago. It's like, to celebrate... It's like they'll do what they did for Metroid's anniversary that one year. It's like, to celebrate Rayman's 25th anniversary, here's a video showing hot tips on how to get high scores in Mini.
There was that, and I was almost thinking that if they were gonna put any, what would you do? What would you do, James? Oh, hey, look, the treasure thing at the first area finally unlocked.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's right.
No, where are you going? Glow was like, no, don't take me with you. No.
Sorry, Glowbox, already got you on a leash.
I don't want the treasure that badly.
Well, my wife's gonna kill me if I get home late.
What wife?
And so, well, you can't make me. Glowbox. No, we're going into this. Oh, it's a shadow level too.
Again, given the time frame, this isn't gonna get old anytime soon.
It's fun. It's just something about him. Something about him turning into... Oh, God. Yeah, something about him
honestly,
just turning away is great.
Honestly, like, my hatred for these levels aside, I think it is kind of a smart strategy to, like, you know, like, the less people on screen, the easier it is for one of you guys to concentrate.
Yeah. Because it's just... It's an auto-scroller. And...
Oh, that's like...
Scripted.
Actually, I don't know if I made this before, but I like that thing. It's like, you guys get on my case about not liking these, and you point out it's an auto-scroller. It's like, oh, so you don't mind this auto-scroller, but other ones you don't like?
The other one was waiting.
I mean, at least this feels like a natural auto-scroller. Like, most auto-scrollers just do it for no reason at all.
Yeah, and that's when we noticed the tongue, and we were like, what the hell is that? Because it was a shadow, because it was red this whole time. I was like, what the fuck?
The fuck is that?
How do you think I met my wife?
What the... I was like,
that's right.
That was when we were like, see, that wasn't so bad, right, Glowbox? And then...
Yeah, I love that moment. It's like, James is like, see, that wasn't so bad. Then suddenly... And just the reaction James got from that, like, I think that was like the wheeziest I've ever heard of
The
laugh.
sound effects were great. No, this game is fun. What I was just saying. Oh, but be careful with the treasure levels because they are absolutely going to take advantage of how. Stop scooting. They are absolutely going to start taking advantage of the fact that now that you can use the run button, they're not going to hold your hand anymore with that speed.
Yeah.
Use that run button.
To be fair, has there ever been a tricky treasure level where you didn't need to use the run button?
Yeah, I was about to say, I could've sworn we always had the run button.
I mistook. Like, I think they're gonna start making us use the wall run. I meant.
Yeah, the wall run.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're gonna make you use all of your abilities to, see the whole thing through.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't remember having too many problems with it when we were playing, like, through here. I remember when I played through it by myself on my PS3 years ago, I've had a few instances where sometimes the wall run wouldn't, like, configure correct, or sometimes I try to run up a wall, but it'd be like, nah, I don't think you're in that specific wall run state, so we're just gonna have you not run up the wall.
Yeah, that and sometimes the momentum would like throw off I would want to jump from wall to wall, but instead it would throw me in a different angle and whoa.
Yeah, you gotta really be careful about how you're positioned when you wall jump.
So,
guys, up here.
oh
I'm
yes, you
helpful.
found a secret. So, now that we are going once more into this grand breach,
Oop.
no, but yeah, no, when you were talking about porting stuff, I almost thought they were going to say, oh, we're bringing Rayman to the Switch in a new experience, porting Rayman 2.
I mean,
Yeah, because they haven't
feel-
done that yet.
to be fair, when's the last time they actually reported Rayman 2? Like that used to be
That's
like
fair.
such a big joke in the community, but like I don't think they've done that since the 3DS days.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm,
The early
I
3DS
I have to say, I would prefer that over anything else at this point.
Like, well, good for you, because that's probably the most effort they'll put.
But I see where she's coming from. Is that at least it's acknowledgement.
It's
that you have
acknowledgement
this
of its
IP.
history,
It's either
and
that
that
or-
you know, even though it has been ported to to like everything but the kitchen
Everything
sink.
in the toaster.
I mean,
Rayman 2 is a better way of showing his history.
Yep.
It
Ouch!
is
Ouch.
one of the best games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Careful. Continue, James. Oh.
Oh.
would an insane Rayman 2 be asking a lot?
Honestly, that's something I would rather have. Like, if we're gonna go and rehash Rayman 2 again, I would just kind of like prefer a straight up remake, aside from
Get
another.
this.
Yeah, this one was kind of finicky.
That
We're gonna get this. I
that
swear to
medallion's
God.
deadly.
There you go.
I would like that. Plus, maybe. Like now I think about it, there aren't actually a lot of 3D Raymans. It was just that and 3.
Yeah, it's like 2 and 3
Yeah.
are like the. Well, I guess if you want to be technical, there's also Raven Rabbids 1.
Yeah, but that was more of Mario Party.
Well, it's the only other instance I can think of Rayman being in a 3D game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also remember it was the first real talk. It was also one of the first Wii games I ever played that actually felt like a chore at times. Well, it was the sense of how the whole gameplay loop was really just get 20 plungers, so play 4 mini games 20 times to get all the plungers you need to climb up.
Yeah, that just sounds really repetitive.
Well, to be fair,
was.
party games by their nature do have a lot of repetition to begin with.
Yeah,
that
but I
think
mean,
about
they could have added more to it,
I wonder what
Make it
happened
more-
to all.
make it more varied.
I don't know. I mean, I'd at least say to Rayman, to the original
You
Rayman
can get it,
Rabbids, but at
Minimus.
least
You
the-
can get it.
I got
There you
it.
go.
There, you can take it. But yeah,
I
were
think you
saying-
got
yeah.
it.
Yeah, continue. You were saying, James, about the original Rabbids.
I mean, to its credit, at least it had some of the better mini games out of the entire series.
Oh,
Yeah, like,
Only because they were
love
primarily
those.
made with single player in mind.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is true.
honestly, I still stand by my opinion, as hated of an opinion as it is. I still stand by my opinion that I think out of all of them, the first Raven Rabbids is probably the most harmless of the games.
Assuming you don't take the ending into account.
Well, yeah. Well, I also kind of
Yeah.
chalk that up to just like typical Frenchy humor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
pretty much.
I don't know. They've done better. I kind of expect better.
Oh, Gwee, why hold it in any further? Tell us how you really feel about the rabbits.
Well, she already spent an entire look at
They're
talking about her
fine
problem with
as
them.
long as they're not like overused.
Oh,
As long as they have Mario involved.
well, just in moderation. Like again, I agree. When Rabbids were first introduced, I remember a time when I thought of Rabbids, the only like character trait I could think of them was that they screamed
Yeah.
and were obnoxious.
is still more
and
than
that
what-
they were easily triggered.
Oh my god, do you guys remember that they canceled that project because thank god, I imagine a lot of parents were like, are you insane? Did you guys remember that they were at
Ow.
one point going to experiment with making a Rabbids TV show?
They did.
That was a thing. They made 4 seasons, I think.
Holy crap.
There was a TV show, but I know where Logan's getting at. Originally, it was going to be some specialized TV show where apparently there was actually some audience participation, and it primarily required you yelling as loudly as the rabbits.
Oh,
That I don't
yeah.
remember hearing.
So yeah, no, it was a thing. I can probably find a few. There is an original. Got it. That was based on a musical thing. Look.
Oh
it
yeah,
up
I
online
still
later.
love that whole thing. Like, both me and Logan were singing Sunrise, Sunset, and I love his build-up of when he was small.
And then that was right as I slammed into it because I didn't realize what was about to happen. But anyway, but yeah, no, there was an original commercial, and it was gonna be like Dora the Explorer saying, "Which way should I go? Do you say left or right?" but in this one it was Scream.
No, look, the
And
cheat is behind the
ev-
freaking
oh my-
box.
No, one.
Yeah, oh my god, if they were gonna do that, I'm really
Yeah,
glad
no.
they didn't.
Thank God, a lot of parents said, "You don't." I think actually
You
one
don't
of the
have kids, do you?
I was gonna say I think one of the parents actually wrote an open letter saying, "You've never had children, have you?"
Yeah.
They already do that on a regular basis. Why have a TV show
Why
encouraging that kind of behavior?
Rewarding them.
What are children?
Don't shoot the DJ.
They're
That's
not
an
learning.
interesting level.
They're not learning anything just by screaming.
No, they're learning that if you scream like a maniac, like a banshee, you will get rewarded. No, you can't just hold the. I do like the idea of Raymond going like, "I want to ride." Roblox gets the ride
Yeah,
every
it's
time
like-
like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, you've rolled on one for like the past 3 worlds. What are you talking about?
I imagine by the end of the game, the mosquito that's carrying glow box is literally going to have anchor arms.
Or at the
Love
very
that,
least,
if he just-
or at the very least, a broken back.
I would love if he just shows up ripped. Like, so
It's like, dude, you're ripped.
oh, I thought you were going. Oh, yeah, that's fair. So,
Yeah, because
I know
when he
something we can
when he
talk about.
flexed and his muscles actually spelt out "thank you."
That would be really gross.
before anchor arms.
That would be gross.
Oh.
If you don't. But I know
now I
something we can
remember
talk
what
about.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I know something we can talk about.
Oh, what's up?
That recently, in terms of like behind the scenes stuff, we can't show the clip fully because, of course, the thing isn't actually fully out and done yet. But we can talk about Glee's full participation at Rayman Reanimated.
Yes, I finished my scene.
Yay!
It's up on DeviantArt.
Ow.
And it has inspirations from Rayman Origins. I saw that. Don't think I didn't see
Yeah,
the
like-
your Origins
Yes,
stuff.
Well,
that
I
was
mean-
deliberate.
Considering,
the fans.
yeah, I was about to say, considering that was her gateway Rayman gateway game, are you really surprised that she
No.
found a way to sneak Origins in there?
No, of course not. No, it was just, it's still a fun art style, and it is like it's distinct.
agree.
Like, I recognize it as the Origins
Yeah,
art style.
I agree. It's distinct. It's lovely. That being said, I kind of hope that maybe not die out. It's too harsh of a word. I hope they kind of retire it soon because as much as I love the art style, every Rayman game we've had since Origins has basically just been in that exact same art style.
Yeah,
I would say if they are to bring it back, give it a little fresher blood. Like, I don't know, make it in 3D or make it a different type of maybe not so much a painting style, but maybe more like full blown comic book.
Well, I mean this does kind of look comic book X though. What they have in Origins.
I mean, it's close, but I don't know. Maybe go the full 9 yards. Have the freaking have the little dots for shading or the onomatopoeias whenever you just defeat an enemy.
Onomatopoeias.
Oh, that
Also,
would be
you
silly
basically
with the slaps.
you're basically
Oh, yeah.
wanting.
Like in
me, so-
Rayman 3, they had French onomatopoeia.
Well, I was
did.
about to say is like you talk about that, James. Now I'm just imagining like a Raymanized comic zone.
That would be pretty funny.
That
I
would
forget.
be cool.
Who developed Stop
The comic zone was Sega.
Sega.
That was
okay.
the Sega Technical Institute that made that game.
Gotcha. Thank
Yeah, I see that.
goodness. I think we finally pushed through those locusts for the last goddamn time.
Good.
Hey, Goldbox, what's that thing hovering in your mouth? I think one of those locusts caught his tongue.
But I haven't been able to taste nothing but locusts for weeks. Weeks.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, next part, we must take out a mockingbird.
Oh. Well, all right then.
And it is nothing like the book.